This week taught me something very uncomfortable and very important about self love. Not the soft kind, not the affirmations kind, but the kind that actually shows up when you're capable, perceptive, and helpful, and still have to decide when enough is enough. We're currently moving through gate 10 in our sun and gate 15 in the earth. And I want to share how these energies played out for me in real time through a fast, a chaotic event, and my body literally asking me to slow down. If you've been feeling off rhythm or overextended lately, this might land. I first felt this week's transit land in my body, not my mind, specifically in my stomach. Like the same day we entered into the transit, that was the day I started the fast. And it was the same day that, like I said, I began this 3-day water fast. And so from the start, my body became the primary communicator. Without food, without distraction, without excess energy to override sensations, I could no longer ignore what my system has been asking for, which again, slowing down. Slowing down through that fast revealed something really important about my rhythm. I realized how often I use tools, stimulation, or even productivity itself to regulate my emotional energy so that I can push through my day. During the fast, when that option wasn't available, I did something different. I stopped. I would lay down. I put my hands on my chest and my belly. Sometimes I rested. Sometimes I slept. What became clear was that I don't always override my rhythm because I don't know better. Sometimes I override it because I'm capable of doing so. Gate 15 brought this into really sharp focus. Compassion this week wasn't soft or pretty. It looked like standing in confusion, holding space in chaos, staying alert in an environment shaped by scarcity. I found myself adapting and problem solving and managing logistics in a situation where leadership was ambiguous, to put it lightly, and responsibility was unassigned. The moment that I moved from flow into managing extremes was the moment my body spoke clearly. Pain started to settle into my lower back, along the back of my ribs. Earlier that day, after yoga and breath work, my body felt fine. The pain came later after absorbing all of this confusion, this pressure, and these unspoken expectations. Gate 10 asked a harder question. It asked, what does self-love look like when I am excellent at leadership? For me, it looked like recognizing how quickly competence turns into obligation, how recognition, even subtle recognition, can activate my identity as a problem solver, how saying I can help sometimes bypasses the more important question. Do I have the capacity? And do I consent? Consent is sexy. My digestion mirrored this lesson perfectly. After the fast, I noticed how conflicting goals around nourishment and body image caused me to push past that satisfied feeling. Old voices started to surface. Finish your food, eat more, you need more. But my gut wasn't asking for more. It was asking for trust, predictability, and rhythm. This week taught me that rhythm builds trust in the body and in the self. As I integrate this transit, I'm not trying to master anything. I'm practicing energy conservation. I'm learning to include myself in compassion. I'm remembering that leadership does not require self-sacrifice, and self-love does not require proof. Gate 10 reminds me that nothing is wrong with me. Gate 15 reminds me that my rhythm is allowed to be mine. As you listen to this, I want to invite you to pause and check in with your own body. Where might your rhythm be asking for compassion right now? Where might self love look less like doing more and more like listening sooner? I've put together a full written energy download on Substack that goes deeper into both of these transits: Gate 10, self love, and Gate 15, compassion rhythm, along with some reflection questions you can sit with in your own time. You'll find the link in the show notes if you'd like to explore that and subscribe. And whether you do or not, I hope this helped you feel a little more oriented inside your own experience. Your rhythms matter, and nothing is wrong with you. Every Tuesday morning, we gather live in Limitless University for what I call our weekly energy alignment. We start by celebrating wins because your victories matter and deserve to be witnessed. Then we dive into the week's collective energy together, and we close in gratitude, setting the foundation for a week of flow and alignment. The transit report you just heard is one piece of our hour-long gathering. And there's something really special about experiencing this energy work in real time with other humans who get it. You can join us at diamonddripconsulting.com, and you can also find that link in the show notes.